We, the members of the Texas Society, Daughters of the American Revolution, now lay this wreath in grateful recognition of the sacrifice and service of the early pioneers of Tarrant County, symbolized by the historic Torian cabin, and honoring the
I hope you all learned lots of interesting things about these chapters. I know you spent a lot of money, thank you so much. And I'm hoping that we get invited back another year.
Thank you, Madam President. Please be seated, and thank you for the welcome. You know, I came in at just the right time. I heard how much money this group raised. I am so impressed. And thank you for your contribution to the State Regents Project. I'm thrilled. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you.
Let's give these ladies a big hand. We hate to be volunteered for things, but there we are. All right. Now, we have a few more minutes and one quick social activity. This is an easy one. I want you to stand up, introduce yourself to a regent you don't know in this room. And bonus activity if you're willing, get yourself invited to one of their meetings.
place the 124th Annual State Conference. What a good-looking group we have.
From the Llano Uplift chapter, the 2023 Texas Outstanding Junior is Heather Bryant. Thank you to everyone that supported me, even the ladies that you don't know in your corner are in your corner. So you see our pages and every time that just to this, you can be here. You are enough. Thank you to my chapter, my family, and to my Nana.
Thank you so much, Sarah, and congratulations to our Texas State Outstanding Junior runner-up, our Texas State Outstanding Junior, our Junior Choice chapter, and our newest honorary junior for life. Now, is this person?
Look here, smile. Wonderful, keep smiling. Oh, that's amazing. Let's keep smiling. Okay, no more practice. Let's keep for real. One more practice. That's pretty amazing. Keep going. I'm out of jokes. I think that's it.
Bowman's for Jessica Mauer.
B-roll, you know,
Like,
just pretend the camera's not there and
yes.
just keep saying watermelon.
Well, we are very appreciative that you guys are here and accepting our award of media and entertainment.
Yes.
You do a wonderful job of spotlighting Texas, the big spots and the spots that not everybody knows about.
We enjoy doing
We
it.
hope you keep doing it.
Thank you. Honored to be here. Very honored. Hi, how are you? Good.
Hi, I'm Jan Garris.
Howdy, Shane McCall.
I know who you are. I see you from 5 to 5:30 every Saturday evening.
Oh, wonderful.
On,
Channel 2, Houston?
yes, in Houston.
Okay, yeah.
How did you know Houston?
I knew that at the
Because
airtime.
said 5 to 5:30.
Oh, they just.
Hold up, while you're.
Mrs. Foster, may we have some music while our wonderful Texas Page is retired?
Hey, Randy.
If we have to, I'll take
Sure, okay, I'll do it. Absolutely. Go ahead. Absolutely honored to be here tonight with the Daughters of the American Revolution. Absolutely honored with this award. Thank you very much for having me. Very proud of this. It was very unexpected, so thank you again. I'm very proud to be here. So thank you.
Good. Oh, I have to follow him? Ditto. Yeah, very happy. Very happy to have the award. It was a surprise. I just don't know what to say. It's been an honor and very humble to be able to get this award tonight. So it's great. Thank you.
I live in Austin, but I'm from Fort Bend County.
Appreciate everything the DAR does, so thank you for having me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just honored to have received the Preservation Award from the DAR tonight, and just really appreciate all the hard work and the work that DAR does to keep the kids and future citizens of the U.S. knowledgeable about the Founding Fathers and their principles.
Can like talk to each other?
Because when we interview them, they are all fabulous, and it's so hard to pick just one young man and one young woman. But the best thing about my job is getting to spend time with these students, because 99% of the time they make me feel young.
Madam Chair, good morning. My name is Caitlin O'Neill, and I'm a senior at KPS DAR High School. I've attended KPS since kindergarten, and I've been in love with the community and the atmosphere of the school ever since. No other school makes it a priority to teach loyalty and spirit to the student body like KPS. Everywhere you go, you see something patriotic, in the classrooms, the hallways, gymnasiums, and other athletic facilities.
And so that's what really attracts me to that verse, but it's also just so beautiful, really, the whole book of Zephaniah, because it highlights God's justice and holiness, but also highlights his love and compassion and mercy. So, yeah, that's Thank you all very much.
I don't know about you all, but I think between Arturo and Caitlin, our future may be in pretty good hands.
Purposefully engaged. Monterey High School National Honor
Sit into this program across 200 different chapters. I feel that the sheer volume of participants in the Good Citizen Contest is a testament to the Daughters of the American Revolution's commitment to building a better community across the state.
To announce the winner to the Outstanding Women Teacher Award.
Texas Daughters, thank you for this very prestigious honor.
I want to thank y'all for this award. It came as a total surprise. I didn't know anyone had nominated me for it. And we want to uphold the history of our country and let the kids know what the real history is of the American Revolution, the real history.
Again, thank you so much for your generosity, chance to be here today and learn more about My name is Arnav Koshashta. I'm a 6th grade student from Challenger School in Austin, Texas. I am honored to be chosen for this award.
one of its daughters serving. As President General, NSDAR, please rise to welcome Pamela Edwards Rouse Bright. Colleen Joyce, State Regent of Colorado. Deborah Coe, State Regent of Illinois. Myrnie Crane, State Regent of Maryland. Anna Choi, State Regent of North Carolina. Emily Robinson, State Regent of Tennessee. And now you may applaud. Please greet the national chairs from Texas as they rise as a group. Please be seated. Madam State Regent. In Texas, my Texas, I cannot tell you how good it feels to be on the sacred soil in Texas. I have been to 4 state conferences in the past 3 weeks, and all I can think of is one more day, and I get to go home to Texas. And today is that day. You just wouldn't believe how wonderful it is to be with daughters from all states and to see the differences in our different states and how we do things, but how we all serve for a common purpose to God, home, and country. It's truly amazing. So thank you for inviting me to come home this evening. So together, let's rejoice in our DAR ties of service and friendship as we bring Memorial Continental Hall back to her glorious beauty and rededicate her purpose as a true memorial to the men and women who achieved American independence. Thank you. Supporting you in this very important endeavor, and actually we look forward to supporting you tonight with a very special check for you. If you will stand right here, and ladies, will you bring this to us? Yay! Delegates at the 124th State Conference voted to sponsor the restoration of the 17th Street entry doors to Memorial Continental Hall, and we believe this might cover that expense for you. Congratulations. Your daughters love you, and we're eager to help.
Madam State Regent, it is with profound pleasure to introduce Mrs. Jean Celestine Lincoln, recipient of the DAR Americanism Medal.
Hopefully I'll be as funny. Maybe not funny. Good evening, daughters of American Revolution. I'm just so honored to be here. Sometimes I feel like I need to pinch myself because of what Shannon has mentioned that I've lived through, and to be in a room like this And as a survivor of Rwandan genocide against Tutsis, a genocide that was carefully planned, that was well organized, with one intention in mind, to wipe out an entire ethnic Tutsi group. A genocide which claimed over 1 million innocent lives. And in just 100 days, I am deeply honored to receive the Americanism Award. I just want to express my heartfelt gratitude to all of you who have recognized and celebrated the contribution of people like myself who come to this nation and be able to give back in a big way, in a small way, and every way is important. I was sitting with Shannon who said, every woman in this room does something small that becomes bigger because the impact we get to make in the world, in our society, in our beautiful country. When President Bush reached out to me and my husband, and I'm kidding you not, I saw the email from the Chief of Staff inviting me and my husband to come and have dinner with the former President of the United States, and I thought it was a scam. My husband and I would work out of college, one of the largest college in Houston at the time. Now he's going to law school. And he said, no, honey, that's real. And President Bush, like many of you, he had a way. He said him and his wife will come to Houston. My husband and I will be there. When we walked into the room, I was very nervous. And who would I meet? Meeting the former President of the United States. But they had a way of just embracing us. A way of that embodying the humanity that I'm seeing in this room. I just kept thinking to myself, everybody just so kind and so nice here. My husband was saying how wonderful the ladies are here. And so President Bush walked into this room and they just loved on us. That kind of love of a stranger. They made us feel so loved and so welcomed. And he said, well, I want to paint your portrait. Last time I was painted, it was by my son with a little stick figure. And so I said, okay, sure. Then he said he would actually write my story in his book. By the way, the portrait is out there somewhere. And in the moment when we were having this conversation with his beautiful wife, I thought of myself, of that child that grew up with 2 Christian parents, loving family, that kid that had everything a child could have dreamed of, had everything wiped away so quickly in a matter of 3 months. The girl who was an orphan and homeless, a girl who suffered PTSD and trauma. And one of the things he told me that inspired him, intrigued him, was my ability to forgive. I can tell you this, I was unable to forgive by myself. I prayed at the end of the genocide and I said, God, you spared me over and over and over again. And I felt like I was living in this darkness after surviving the genocide. And I said, okay, God, that simple prayer that I used to say in the middle of the genocide with those three-year-old twin sisters that said, blind them that they might not see me. Now I'm asking you to give me the strength, God, to be able to forgive the unforgivable. And when God gave me the ability to forgive, it just felt so magical. I usually share this in a sense that I felt like I was flying up high in the sky, because that's the kind of freedom forgiveness is able to do for all of us. And so, again, I just want to thank all of you. Like I told President Bush, that America has become, it's a beacon of hope for me and freedom that I've experienced, or that I've ever experienced anywhere else in the world. I'm so proud to call America my home. I appreciate the love and kindness that I've seen in this world, I've seen in this room. I've been able to rebuild my life here in this country, and I'm grateful for the opportunities and the freedom America has given me. I am committed to giving back to this country and also to the world. Again, thank you for this prestigious award. and for your dedication to this beautiful nation. Thank you for your service. Deeply thank you. Thank you for your commitment to serving others. May God bless you. May God bless America.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Lakeman. Congratulations again for your dedicated work to assist refugees and raise awareness of the plight of the refugees in Rwanda. Thank you, thank you. We
I'm the DAR Distinguished Citizen.
Thank you so much. It's humbling to get this. All the stuff I do is behind the scenes because I want to recognize everybody else what they're doing, not be up here. So I definitely appreciate it. I'll accept this on behalf of all the other ones working out there.
Congratulations, sir, on this well-deserved honor and your very gracious acceptance. Thank you for your outstanding service to your community.
Madam State Regent, it is a pleasure to introduce Jessica Phillips, recipient of the DAR Community Service Award.
Sort of glad she could get the pen on there so I could gain my composure a little bit. Seeing my daughter's picture up there was very moving for me. I'm deeply honored, very, very humbled to stand before you tonight. And Gwen, thank you. Thank you so much. In 2006, after my 5-year-old daughter Brooke passed away from leukemia, I would have never imagined that I would be standing right here before you tonight, looking at a room full of beautiful, extraordinary women and men, right? Because you see, I was a mess. I was broken. She had become extremely ill. She had a terrible, terrible lung infection. And we had been sent to get some CT scans. And she was sitting on my lap. We were waiting for the scans. And there was a family in the partition next to us. And the baby was crying and screaming, and we could hear the family kind of frantic. And my daughter reached over, and at this point, she's sitting in my lap. She has fever, 105. She's on oxygen. She's shaking from head to toe. And she reaches over and grabs my hand, and she says, "Mama, we gotta pray for that baby right now." And at that moment, there was nothing in me that wanted to pray for anybody else. I was emotionally exhausted and physically exhausted. But I grabbed her little hand and I said whatever kind of prayer, I don't even know, that I could manage. But after I was done praying, I realized the magnitude of what my 5-year-old daughter had just done. Because you see, she was able to look past her pain and her immense suffering. And at 5 years old, she could see the pain of someone else. And she wanted to help them. And she wanted to fix it. From this day forward, she amazed me. She would hear a child crying in the room next to us. In the middle of the night, she would say, "Mama, go help them. Please go help them." She would color pictures all day, and she'd want to go take them to every room on the cancer unit. And if someone in the church or anywhere else brought us food, it was not just our food, it was the whole unit's food. We had to share the food with everyone. It is this love right here, her love, it is this love is the reason we created Big Love Cancer Care. And today, her love touches, God's love touches over 100,000 lives every single year. But tonight, I would like to ask you just one thing. Will you remember the moms like me? And will you pray for us? And will you remember the little girls like Brooke that are in your city and in your county that are fighting every day? And I think if Brooke were here, I think she would say to all of us, will you pray for that baby? Let's serve them and let's save them. So tonight, thank you for this incredible opportunity to share about my girl and the impact of her incredible love.
In my life. One is a fine name in my sorority in college. Are there any other fine names out here? I doubt it. But the other one that I hold nearest and dearest to my heart is that of a United States soldier. I swore to protect and defend the Constitution of our United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and I will do it again today if called to action, even at almost 70. However, my calling is more important than that now. In the state of Texas alone, we have over 185,000 female veterans, and I know there's many of you in the audience, and you can all wave at me if you want to. And I really value the color guard tonight. But tonight is not just about this award. However, we now have women's pajamas in the VA hospital. I would like to take this opportunity, first of all, to thank Texas Regent Marcy Carter Lovett. To my knowledge, ma'am, this is the only one of its kind in the United States. And I would be honored to help you as you look at nonprofits. When I joined the Army, there were 30 jobs for women out of 130. Now every woman can do every job, and they do them well and to the best, capable, strongest strains of resources possible. God bless my fellow veterans. God bless the DAR. God bless the great state of Texas. And God bless the United States of America.
Jean Cantor, Green Mountain Boys Chapter, VAVS Deputy Representative at Otto Murphy Memorial VA Medical Center, San Antonio. Camilla Jane Thomas, James Tull Chapter, VAVS Deputy Representative, Medvac Community-Based Outpatient Clinic in Conroe. Recognize the DAR members and all others with us this evening who valiantly served our nation. If you have served or are currently serving in the United States Armed Forces, please rise so we may express our appreciation to you. If you have loved ones serving in the active military, please rise so we may thank you.
Serve our nation. And Mrs. Tillman has made a very special request that you sing out loud and you sing out proud. Thank you, Mrs. Tillman. Consider that I owe you one. Thank you all for everything you do for your community and your chapter. as well as the state and national society in service to God, home, and country. You are a gift, and you are appreciated. I now declare the 124th Annual Texas Society DAR State Conference adjourned. Sine die.
There he is.
Get the party
Here now. Thank you.
State officers, please rise as a group to be recognized. NALA is to support the educational and cultural pursuits of its citizens. The NSDAR American Indian Committee supports Bacone College in Oklahoma, Chamawa Indian School in Oregon, and the Indian Youth of America Summer Camp headquartered in Iowa, with camps held in Arizona, Idaho, Oregon, and South Dakota, as well as American Indian scholarships. Later today, the Texas Society DAR will lay a wreath at the Peace Circle sculpture in Grapevine in remembrance of the 10 nations who are represented in the sculpture, who were participants in the Treaty of 1843 to open this area, the Grapevine Prairie, to pioneer settlement. This important public art installation features 11 bronze, larger-than-life statues representing then Republic of Texas President Sam Houston, as well as leaders of the Delaware, Chickasaw, Waco, Tawakoni, Kichi, Caddo, Anadarko, Ioni, Biloxi, and Cherokee nations. precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his faithful servants.
So we know and believe the love of God has for us. God is love, and he who abides in love abides in God, and God abides in him.
Will you please stand, those that are here? Children, thank you so much for coming. We honor Joy today as an honorary state regent of Texas Society, Daughters of the American Revolution, and for her 40 years of service to DAR.
We are gathered here today to lay a wreath in remembrance of the 1843 treaty, which opened this land to pioneer settlement, and in honor of the indigenous peoples who flourished on this land long before this area's inclusion in our beloved Texas. Betty Bird, State Historian for the Texas Society DAR, will provide historical information on the symbolism of the Peace Circle.
Madam State Regent, the Peace Circle is an interpretation of a meeting of the Republic of Texas President Sam Houston and 10 Indian leaders on the Great Beyond Prairie in 1843. Sam Houston had made peace with the Indians, one of his top priorities of his second term as president. On March the 31st, 1843, the Indian leaders agreed to a council of peace. The tribes had lost many young braves in battles with the white man. 10 Indian leaders representing the Delaware, the Chickasaw, Waco, Tawanka, Kichi, Caddo, and Adarko, Inno, Biloxi, and Cherokee nations met with Houston in a spirit of friendship, peace, hope, and trust in an effort to establish a place where the tribes could live in peace. A treaty was signed on September the 29th, 1843 at Bird's Fort in Tarrant County. The treaty was intended to end years of hostility and warfare between the Native Americans and the pioneer settlers in Texas. It defined Indian nations and settlement boundaries in Texas. The treaty contained 24 articles, including the parties will always live in peace and meet as friends and brothers. The existing state of war shall cease and never be renewed. The parties agree that it is the duty of warriors to protect women and children, and that they will never make war on them, only on warriors. President Houston signed the treaty into law on January the 3rd, 1844. The Peace Circle was dedicated by the City of Grapevine in 2021.
Thank you, Ms. Bird. Deborah Panton, State Co-Chair, TXDAR American Indian Committee, will read a portion of a prayer written in 1990 by Medicine Grizzly Bear. Mrs. Panton.
O great Creator, I come before you in a humble manner and offer you this sacred pipe. With tears in my eyes and an ancient song in my heart, I pray. To the four powers of creation, to Grandfather Sun, to Grandmother Moon, to Mother Earth, and to my ancestors. I pray for my relations in nature, all those who walk, crawl, fly, and swim, seen and unseen, to the good spirits that exist in every part of creation. I ask you, bless our elders, children, families, and friends. I also pray for peace among the four races of humankind. May there be good health and healing for this earth. May there be beauty above me. May there be beauty below me. May there be beauty in me. May there be beauty all around me. I ask that this world be filled with peace, love, and beauty.
Thank you, Mrs. Panton. Nancy and Deborah, the State Co-Chairs of the American Indian Committee, will place the wreath. We, the members of the Texas Society, Daughters of the American Revolution, now lay this wreath in honor of all those indigenous peoples who first inhabited this land and all the heroic men and women, pioneers who built our nation. Nothing is really ended until it is forgotten. Whatever is kept in memory still endures. Therefore, we use this occasion to remember those who came before us. Will the State Chaplain please give the benediction? Mrs. Brockstein.
We thank you, gracious Lord, for the many blessings granted us by your grace. Give each of us the guidance and inspiration to continue to honor our true history. May we go forth with understanding for our heritage and ask God's blessings now and forevermore.
Thank you, Mrs. Brockstein. Thank you all so very much for coming out and braving this colder than we expected weather with that nice sharp wind, but we are grateful for the bright sunlight, which makes it much warmer. Thank you so very much for joining us. We wish you safe travels home, and we will see you again at the next state event. And we are dismissed.
Thank you so much. Great job, ladies. Great job.
I'm the one right in front of me. I totally missed you. Okay, one more. Okay.